Welcome to the myEcon compensation plan video. When you enroll in myEcon, you start as a marketing director. As a marketing director, you receive 35% on personal CV. CV is commission value. myEcon assigns each product or service it sells a commission value. Each product or service is assigned a CV dollar amount that is used to calculate earned commissions. In addition to 35% commissions on personal CV, a marketing director receives $10 for the first person he personally sponsors who purchases an income-shifting membership. In this example, A is your first enrolled income-shifting membership sale. As a marketing director, you will receive $10 for this sale. You will also be promoted to the next rank, which is titled Executive Vice President. You may also be promoted to Executive Vice President by simply selling $100 of personal CV in retail product sales. The first person you sponsor will be passed up into your immediate upline Executive Vice President's base shop. However, you will earn a 5% base shop match on person A when person A becomes an Executive Vice President and begins building their own base shop. As an Executive Vice President, you are now positioned to create your own base shop, beginning with the next person you sponsor. Executive Vice Presidents get a pay raise and earn 60% CV on personal retail sales and 25% CV on base shop retail sales. Executive Vice Presidents also earn a 100% commission of $50 for every person you personally sponsor who purchases an income-shifting membership, and a $40 commission on every person sponsored by a base shop associate who purchases an income-shifting membership. Executive Vice Presidents who do not maintain a 1-month retention of 75% in their base shop will receive a reduction of $35 on personally sponsored marketing directors and $25 on marketing directors sponsored by base shop associates. In our example, you are an Executive Vice President and you personally sponsor person B. You earn a 100% commission of $50. Person B wants to get promoted to Executive Vice President, so person B sponsors person C. When this happens, you earn a $40 commission. Person B earns a $10 commission, but more importantly, person B gets promoted to Executive Vice President and is moved to your first generation. Person C remains in your base shop until person C decides to sponsor person D. When this happens, you earn another $40 in commission. Person C earns a $10 commission, but more importantly, person C gets promoted to Executive Vice President and is also moved to your first generation. Person D remains in your base shop until person D decides to sponsor person E. When this happens, you earn yet another $40 in commissions. Person D earns a $10 commission, but more importantly, person D gets promoted to Executive Vice President and is also moved to your first generation. This process repeats itself to infinity. You continue to earn $40 commissions on base shop marketing directors who sponsor their first person to get promoted to Executive Vice President. You could literally earn thousands of dollars on people who you don't know who promote out of your base shop to Executive Vice President. This is why it is important for you to work with every marketing director in your base shop by helping them recruit their first person. In this example, notice that you only personally sponsored person A and person B, but you get paid $40 to infinity on person C, D, E, and beyond. If you decide that you want to personally sponsor multiple people, you could build multiple base shops. Each base shop could potentially grow to infinity. In this example, you personally sponsor person B. You would earn a $50 commission. Person B would sponsor person B1. You would earn a $40 commission on person B1. This process could continue to infinity, producing $40 commissions each time a person is sponsored. But then you decide to personally sponsor person C. which creates a new base shop. You would earn $50 commission, and person C would then sponsor person C1. You would then earn a $40 commission on person C1. This process could continue to infinity, producing $40 commissions each time a person is sponsored. Again, you decide to personally sponsor another person that we will call person D, which creates yet a new base shop. You would earn a $50 commission. Person D would sponsor person D1. You would earn a $40 commission on person. This process could continue to infinity, producing $40 commissions each time a person is sponsored. So as you can see, you can create multiple base shops that each have $40 commissions produced to infinity. Let's now discuss the income you earn in your generations. When a marketing director promotes out of your base shop and becomes your first generation executive vice president, they will want to start their own base shop and build their network of personally sponsored marketing directors, paying $50 in 100% commissions and $40 in base shop commissions. As they build their base shop organization, they will receive $50 and $40 commissions to infinity. You will receive generational overrides on all of those same people. Your generational overrides will be based on your qualified rank. Let's take a look at what those overrides are. If you're an executive vice president, you will get paid $2.50 for each membership sold in generations 1 through 3. You will also receive 3% of CV generated in generations 1 through 3 and $1 per month for each active Dream Team Residual qualified member in generations 1 through 3. If you're an executive vice president gold, you will get paid $7.50 for each membership sold in generations 1 through 4. You'll also receive 7% of CV generated in generations 1 through 4 and $3 per month for each active Dream Team Residual qualified member in generations 1 through 4. If you're an executive vice president platinum, you will get paid $9.50 for each membership sold in generations 1 through 5. You will also receive 10% of CV generated in generations 1 through 5 and $5 per month for each active Dream Team Residual qualified member in generations 1 through 5. If you're an executive vice president infinity, you will get paid $12 for each membership sold in generations 1 through 5, plus $2.50 for membership sold in generations 6 through infinity, down to the next qualified EVP infinity, and then 50 cents for each membership sold down to the next 4 qualified EVP infinities. You will also receive 13% of CV generated in generations 1 through 5, plus 2% of CV generated in generations 6 through infinity, down to the next qualified EVP infinity, and then 2% of CV down to the next 4 qualified EVP infinities, and $7 per month for each active Dream Team Residual membership in generations 1 through 5, plus $2 per month for each active Dream Team membership in generations 6 through infinity, down to the next qualified EVP infinity, and then 50 cents per month for each active Dream Team qualified membership down to the next 4 qualified infinities. CEO infinities receive EVP infinity commissions plus a prorated share of myEcon's infinity revenue pool. See compensation footnotes for detailed infinity and CEO infinity overrides. In this example, we will show how your organization grows to multiple generations. From our previous example, you personally sponsored person B, who became an executive vice president and moved to your first generation. Now, person B decides he wants to grow his organization and sponsors B1. Since person B personally sponsored person B1, person B earns a $50 commission. Person B1 sponsors person B2. Since this is person B1's first enrollee, B1 earns $10 and earns $40. Promoted to a person moves to person B's first generation or second generation. Now that person B1 is an executive vice president, B1 decides he wants to grow his organization and sponsors person B3. Since person B1 personally sponsored person B3, B1 earns a $50 commission. Person B3 sponsors person B4. This is person B3's first enrollee. B3 earns $10. B1 earns $40. And B3 is promoted to executive vice president. Person B3 moves to person B's first generation, person B's second generation, and your third generation. Now that person B3 is an executive vice president, B3 decides he wants to grow his organization and sponsors person B5. Since person B3 personally sponsors person B3 earns a $50 commission. Person B5 sponsors person B6. Since this is person B5's first enrollee, B5 earns $10, B3 earns $40, and B5 is promoted to executive vice president. This process repeats itself to create third, fourth, and fifth generations beyond. Let's take a look at potential upfront that can be earned over a course of a year when a person who is at infinity has 100 MDs a week or 400 MDs a month entering into his super team. In January, 400 new marketing directors enter his super team at $12 income shifting membership sale, which would pay $4,800. In February, he repeated activity and has 400 new marketing directors and $12 income ship would pay $4,800. This continues to repeat itself each month, March, April, and May. Something interesting happens in June. The directors who started in January now pay their monthly income shifting membership fee 5 months and the calendar month. In this example, the Infinity still gets 400 new marketing directors super team for the month. Also pick up Dream Team from the income shifting sale. In this example, we factor in the rate 200 memberships at $7 per membership pays $1,400. This gives him a grand total of $6,200, a $1,400 increase for doing the same work. In the month of July, things get even interesting. The Infinity still gets 400 characters in his super team. He also picks up the DTR from the January income shifting membership sales, but now the February income shifting membership sales now pay their month for 50% attrition for memberships. The Infinity's income increases to $7,600 for the same amount of effort. Let's extrapolate this over the next several months. In this Infinity continues to do the same amount of work, and his income increases to $9,000. In September, it grows to $10,400. In October, $11,800. In November, $13,200. In December, $10,600. And one full year later, in January, his income is